Hey there everyone, and welcome back to more Let's Play Jade Cocoon 2. My name is Rabbit, and in our previous episode, as Kahu, we finally made it to the Jade Throne Room, and we met the legendary hero named Levant. We chatted with him for a little bit and learned kind of why things have changed, although we didn't get as much detail as I would have liked, but I'm assuming that we'll find out more later on. But anyway, after chatting with Levant, we ended up doing our first little tutorial segment, and we learned a little bit about divine beasts and what it takes to be a beast hunter and kind of purify the beast, I guess. And we just got our very first minion egg, which we just hatched, and now we are getting ready to kind of look at its stats and information here. So its HP and MP are classified as D rank, so I suppose this is a pretty garbage creature, but that's okay because we got to start somewhere. We've got a graph here / grid, and it looks like our stats are speed, wisdom, I'm assuming SPT is spirit, vitality, and strength. I mean, I don't know what else SPT would stand for, so I imagine, again, we'll get more details about that later on. So the description itself says, larval Mao, very quick-witted, it is very rarely encountered, but has parameters higher than you'd guess. It grows slowly. Okay, and we can look closer, which we already, I think, did. We can turn them upside down if we want to. And yeah, I guess that's it. Not really anything else here. It's a Tomatok Mao. I'm not sure what is the species name and then what, I guess, would be the grouping for that respective species. I don't know. Let's not get ourselves overwhelmed. But let's see what's in this tab. We've got seed beasts. Pick an element to see. What does this mean? Oh, you guys. I guess if you want to, you can pay and use some of the beasts that they have here to merge with yours? Is that correct? That's what I'm assuming this is. That is very cool. However, I am not really interested in taking advantage of this quite yet. We're going to leave Buddy as he is, and we may come back and mess around with this later on. But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
He who knows divine beasts best wins. No, really, you can't just spin.
Okay, I have no idea what the hell that means, but isn't this guy the name changer? I think he is.
Set those divine beast names you don't like into awesome ones. Zap.
I don't really want to change the name, but I want to see what this looks like and how it works. So let's just say okay. Oh, and here's this grid thing. The elements. Oh my gosh, this is so different. And I don't remember it being like this. I don't know, guys. It's been maybe way too long. I thought I remembered more than I did. / do, I guess.
Come back anytime. It's free after all.
Yes, I certainly thought I remembered more than I actually do. But whatever, it's fine. Let's go ahead and head to the arena. I imagine we'll learn more about the grid and the stats and all that jazz while we're here. And oh, before I forget, we had some tutorial / guide things unlock. I wonder if they're in our items. Ah, here we go. So we have some tips. We've got merge tips as well as BH tips. I'm assuming BH stands for Beast Hunter, but let's start with our merge tips. So Divine Beast rearing advice, including merging and growth. So we've got skills and ranks. Upon being hatched from an egg, a divine beast has skills belonging to its own element. Skills have ranks, and higher ranks are stronger. Okay, so rank of the skill is E. So is E the worst, and then A is the best, I'm guessing, and then the name of the skill. Okay, that makes sense. So we've got abilities. In addition to skills, divine beasts may also have abilities. Merging can be used to increase abilities. Okay, that makes sense. And then lastly, we have parameters. Oh, okay, so I was right. SPT does stand for spirit. So, okay, our stats are strength, vitality, wisdom, spirit, and speed. It looks like strength is related to skill damage. Vitality is skill defense. Wisdom is our magic damage. Spirit is our magic defense. And then speed is obviously what it sounds like. It affects attack order and special attacks. Okay, that seems pretty intuitive to me. I don't think that sounds hard to follow. So I'll look back at this maybe later on if I'm having trouble remembering what is what, but I don't foresee that being an issue. So moving on to BH tips, walking, bulletin board, and arena tips for beast hunters. We've got Forest Plants 1. In the forest, there are plants called ogre vine and princess vine. The key spores from the ogre vine can be taken to open the buds of the princess vine to get to the next forest level. Okie dokie, we've got forest plants too. In addition to key spores, ogre vines also contain plants called nectar azaleas that restore the health of divine beasts. That is wonderful, so you can get some free heals, I'm guessing. And then Forest Plants 3 says, in addition to key spores, ogre vines also contain plants called kapu vines that combine the items given them. Interesting. However what? We don't have Forest Plants 4, so I guess it's leaving us with a little bit of a cliffhanger there, which is okay. I'm not going to worry about it too much. And there's not really much left for us to do here in our menu, so let's chat her up and see if we can get to the tutorial.
Are you in top condition? Come on, study the basics of fighting battles with me.
All right, here we go, guys.
Lesson 1, spin and hit. Spin, a basic battle move. The beast amulet has 4 attack tables, red, yellow, blue, green. Pick one of the 4 colored attack tables depending on how the battle is going. Use the L1, R1 buttons to spin the formation. Go ahead, try it. First, let's go to the Practice Divine Beast element. First is the attack type red, fire formation. He who masters hitting shall dominate battles. This is the basic attack. Many fire divine beasts have good hit attacks, and we've got quite a lineup. How do you get a good hit? The other 3 formations serve as support ones. A yellow wind formation is for special attacks. For example, you can put the enemy to sleep or make him suffer with poison. Use wind to put him to sleep, then whack him with fire. How excellent! Yeah, nice combination. A critical hit. But watch out. Wind divine beasts are vulnerable to hit attacks. Protect them.
This is so crazy, and I'm actually not controlling anything. It's automatically doing it.
No, he almost went down. When this happens, rely on the recovery type blue water formation. If your divine beasts get low in health, call out a water divine beast. Now you're safe. Water divine beasts resist special attacks. So, if you're suffering from special attacks, get them with water divine beasts. Last of all is the green earth formation, which specializes in defense. Against an enemy with strong hit attacks, use earth beasts to boost your defense, or you won't get a chance to counterattack. Now you can defend against enemy attacks and get counterattack chances. They are vulnerable to special attacks from wind divine beasts, so look out. Pay close attention to the various elements and how they will help you in battle. Lesson 2. Defeat the enemy master. Defeat the master in the center of the enemies to win the battle. A divine beast in front of the master will block any attacks on the master. So keep a divine beast in front of the master for defense in a beast amulet battle.
Oh my goodness, that is nothing like the original game's battle mechanics. It's completely different. Holy cow. Why did I not remember that it was a grid? I don't know if it's because I just recently played through Jade Cocoon 1, and so I don't know. I don't have a clue why I forgot about this. But anyway, a new item has been added to Battle Tips, so we will be sure to check that out here in a sec.
That's all I've got. So, you want to try using a divine beast?
I think I'm okay for now, so we'll stop fighting.
To help you on your trip, I'll give you one divine beast. Pick a divine beast.
How cool! Okay, so we're gonna get one of these bad boys. I'm honestly not sure which one I want. Let's just go ahead and go for a support one. I imagine Buddy is more offensive, so let's go ahead and grab the Water Divine Beast.
So you want a restore-type divine beast? You're worried. But it's a good choice. You fought hard. This ends your battle practice session. Try assembling different formations. Try raising them, too. You might raise a powerful divine beast. It's all up to how you fight. Now, go to the Jade Throne Room for the final test. Good luck.
She is so encouraging.
Hey there, young man. You were just talking to Moo. Come over here.
No thank you. Creepy McCreeperson?
Aren't you cute? Say, young man, who's prettier, Moo or me?
What the fuck? Okay, we're just gonna be polite so we can get out of this conversation as quickly as possible.
You, maybe?
Really? You really think so? Beauty can be such a curse. Since you were honest, let me tell you something. Young man, you want to power up that beast amulet you're wearing?
Wow, can you do that? How do you do it? What happens?
Win and pass the test to power up your beast amulet. This beast amulet power-up lets you use more and more divine beasts in your beast amulet. It also gives you more and more shields to protect you.
Wow, so I should keep taking the advancement test to get stronger, right?
That's right, but not everyone can take the test anytime. Beast hunters have something called their reputation. It's the mark of just how credible they are among the beast hunters. You must have a certain level of reputation in order to take the advancement tests.
Whoa, we gotta take all these tests and stuff? Sounds like school.
Don't sulk like that. It ruins your cute face. But the advancement test and reputation are important. So remember this. To get stronger, raise your reputation and take advancement tests. Got it?
Okay, well, for a weird guy, he certainly had a lot of useful information to share. Let's see what else he can say.
Yeah. Hunting Kalma in the forest and finishing jobs help raise your reputation. Now don't rush. Got it? They hold advancement tests at the arena.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so I guess there's nothing left for him to say. We did unlock another set of tips, and... Oh, and now formation is open as well. We'll mess with that here in a second. Tips, we got combat tips, combat advice, including how to use the beast amulet. Alright, so we've got elements and skills. Divine beasts have skills of each element. In combat, they use the skill of the side they face. Okay, so I'm guessing if you have, let's say, Buddy, he can have a water type ability as well as a fire type, and he'll use the fire type if the fire grid is facing your opponent, and he'll probably use the water type if the water grid is facing. Although, actually, I think the fire and water are opposite, so you know what I mean. But anyway, okay, I'm assuming that's what that is saying. So when placed on the edge of an element's side, their attack differs depending on the side. Oh, well, I guess all I had to do was read, huh? Instead of just making the assumption. But my assumption was correct this time. But let's go ahead and move on to positions and roles. The master is vital in combat. Be sure to place a divine beast in front of the master to protect the master. A divine beast placed on the edge can act on two element sides, but cannot protect the master. So I guess it's like one of those give and take sort of things, and you're just going to have to strategize how you want to position your minions. Okay, that makes sense. So uses of each element. The skills of each element have these uses. Wind is special attack, water is recovery, earth is defense, and fire is attack. Okay, so I wonder if... Is this still... I wonder what is more powerful than what. I believe in the original Jade Cocoon it was in a clockwise pattern, the way that the elements were represented. So whatever was north, let's just say, was more powerful than what was east, and east was more powerful than what was south, and south more powerful than what was west. But now I don't know, because you would assume water would be more powerful than fire. I don't know. Maybe we'll find that out too. Oh my gosh, there's so much to... Oh my goodness! All I have to do is just freaking keep on going instead of worrying about what these things mean. So we've got elemental relationships here. And we do have a pattern here. Interesting. So Earth has good defense to withstand even strong fire attacks. Fire has good attacks and leaves no time for recovery by water divine beasts. Water resists special attacks, so it resists even special attacks of wind. And wind can use special attacks to break through strong defenses. Okay, so I guess it's no longer about necessarily the element and what you would intuitively think. So something like water obviously will put out fire. That's not how they're approaching it here. It's based upon what the elements represent in terms of whether they are defensive or specially offensive or defensive, whatever. I'm going to definitely have to reread this and make sure that I understand what is going on, because I do not want us to die due to my own incompetence here. So, yeah, we'll worry about this later. I feel okay. I'm just going to have to remember the order that we've got going on. Okay, I think I feel confident. Well, if I'm saying like this, then obviously I don't feel too confident. But we do have, it's called Genie. We gotta rename this thing. It doesn't, oh, it knows Medina, which was honestly the name of the healing ability in Jade Cocoon 1. So that's cool that that carried over. I'm sure we're gonna see, oh, I don't want to keep water in the front. I was just looking. But anyway, I was starting to say, I'm sure we're going to see some overlapping here. Maybe not necessarily regarding the beasts themselves being duplicates here, but it looks like some of the abilities are being used once again. So we need to go back and check out Kikinak and Co., as well as the Room of Life, so I can rename my genie. Actually, let's just rename it first, because that is something I will forget. And I don't want to hear your bullshit. You just say the same thing over and over again. Okay, let's rename this genie. And we should probably check out its information as well. You are going to be named... Okay, so we've got Buddy, and I'm going to name this one... Let's name it... I am going to name it Walter. I think that's a good name. Oh my goodness, come on. Yeah, Walter it is. I'm second guessing myself here. Alright. Oh, that's Waltez, which works too, but that is not what we had in mind. So, Walter, all done. Perfect.
If you change your mind.
No, leave me alone. And I can always rename them later if I think of a better name. Or something that represents the creature more. And we may rename them as we... I wonder how you unlock more of these. But we may rename them later as we continue to unlock more forms. So it's a Slimy? Okay. Slimek. I wonder why it was called Genie. I guess it just randomizes a name for you. Well, anyway, its HP is also D rank, which is what we saw with Buddy. But this time, its mana is C rank, so it's a little bit better in that regards. It's a larval slimy. Although its health is low, its inborn magic is strong, and its resistance is strong. Okay, that's really cool. I think it's quite cute. I think Walter is going to be the VIP of a lot of battles here. He looks like a tadpole. I wonder if it's going to grow into that weird frog-looking thing. Let me show you. This guy right here. I wonder if that's what Walter will eventually turn into. Maybe, maybe not.
He who knows divine beasts best wins. No, really. You can't just spin.
Alright, you guys. Well, we are going to go ahead and end this episode here. So when we do come back together in our next video, we're going to head back to Kikinak and Co. and see if we can buy stuff and learn a little bit more about what is available to us there, since they were not that open with sharing some of their options, since we did not have a license or anything quite yet. So we'll explore all of that, and then once we wrap all of that up, we should be done with all of the tutorial type stuff, and then we will report back to Levant and see what we need to do in order to finally become an official Beastmaster. So thank you so much for joining me, everyone. As always, I'm your host, Rabbit. This is my Let's Play of Jade Cocoon 2, and I'll see you in just a moment, everybody.